What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I got another passing play for you, and it's just like the last video. By the way, that last video got over, I think it's right at 100 views now, so I want to thank you guys so much for that. Thank you so much for all the support, and I know we're a small channel. I mean, like, I'm talking like we're like a very small 83 subscriber channel right now. Depending on when this video comes up, goes up, I may have more, but I just want to say thank you guys. To get that many views in 2 weeks, I usually rack up around 50 views in 2 weeks. So you guys, I just really want to thank you guys and shout you guys out for that. But anyway, this is probably going to be my best tip video ever, because this play is just so good. It's my new favorite play in the game, and it's just like the last play in the last video that I put out, where you can spam it all the way down the field, and there's nothing your opponent can do about it, unless he just plays like unless he beats you in the mental mind game. So if you are very mentally sound, you can do this. All right, which is it's not really that hard. So let me just show you. But first off, this is the formation, and this formation is in the Miami Dolphins playbook, the New England Patriots playbook, and maybe a couple others. But this isn't the normal Trey Y flex formation. This is trips tight end flex, and it has a couple different plays in it, but it's got the same stuff as the other one, except for the play that's exclusive to this formation. But you still have PA shot crossers. You got inside zone. You got halfback screens, which don't really work this year, but you got halfback draw, verticals, level sail. You got all kinds of plays. But the play that's my favorite play in this formation is the play I'm going to break down with you today. It's a smash concept, and it's called double end sail. So quickly before I call the play, you want to make sure you have your best route running wide receiver in Antonio Brown's spot, and you want your second best receiver in Juju's spot. So because the slot receiver right here, where number 17 is, he's going to be used as a distraction. So we don't even really, he's not going to be part of the offense. So, and your running back, you want to make sure you have a running back that can catch out of the backfield, like Zeke, Gurley, McCaffrey, Le'Veon Bell, a do-it-all running back or a scat back. You don't want a power back here because their catching is going to be too low. So, with all that said, let's call the play. Now, we're going up against cover 3 first, and I know you're saying, Drew, you're going against the Jaguars. They suck. Well, in real life, yeah, they do suck, but their secondary players are still very elite, or they're considered on the elite level. So AJ and Jalen Ramsey, they are still considered among the elite. So that's why I chose this team for this video. So I think that they have some of the highest zone coverage on regs. Anyway, that's not the point. We're going against cover 3 first. We're going to show it against regular purples, which you're not going to see too often. But as you can see, if they have curls or purples on the field, it means the defense is going to be respecting the deep ball. So all your underneath stuff is going to be wide, the flip open. So the only setup I do for this play is I put triangle on a streak. That is literally it. Like I said before, the third receiver in the slot right there, Rodgers, whoever your third receiver is, whether you're playing Ultimate Team, Regs, or whatever, they're not going to be useful for this play. They're just a distraction. So your first read on this play is always going to be the running back route into the flat right there on the right side. If they're playing any kind of coverage where they're backing up, this is going to be wide open every time. And then I didn't hit spin move at the right time, but as you can see, we are still going to get this route open every time. And again, this time the spin button. I got good stick work, just trying to do a video here, so of course it doesn't work. But you can as you can see, you can consistently throw this running back route every time. And look what kind of damage we can do. That was just a flat route, and you may even want to wait and throw it a little bit later, like wait until about right here, and that's like, on average, that's like 6 or 7 yards a pop. So even without doing the streak setup, you can do it like that. And I mean, just look at I mean, I'm just telling you, bro. If you have a really good running back, it really helps out too. So that's what happens when you do that. Now, we're going to stay in the purples for a second, and we're going to, I can show you that you can throw the in route to Juju as well. If you're not feeling, if you just want to hit somebody else. So that route's going to be wide open, and you could get about 8 or 10 yards doing that. Now, say they want to switch it up, and you've been hitting them underneath all game, so they're like, okay, they say, okay, we're going to play hard flats. Well, as we all know, in hard flats, the underneath stuff is covered, and even the hook zones, they don't play the same. So the hook zones are going to be biting down on the in route. So, but you still have two options that you can go to that will be absolutely wide open, and that is these two corner routes on both sides of the play. The one I would look to first is Antonio Brown, obviously. Just want to possession catch it, make sure you get a nice clean catch and keep your feet in bounds. There are certain cases where you can have room to get extra yards, but I wouldn't look to do that too often. I like to play safe on offense. And then you can also hit this corner route right over here. It's a little bit tighter of a throw, but you see Jalen Ramsey jump that. So we're going to run it again. You see that? That's how good. That's why I wanted to use the Jaguars, so that I could show you guys how good this play is. The tight end corner route is not as good as the one that Antonio Brown runs, because it doesn't. You see how it doesn't cut as sharply, and it runs 1 yard deeper. So we're gonna try it one more time, and if it doesn't happen, then it just doesn't happen. So I mean, you got to understand, Jalen Ramsey's a really good cornerback. So not really. You may have to aggressive catch it on him, like hold aggressive catch, and your tight end might outbody him for the catch. But but we're gonna throw Antonio Brown's route one more time, just so I can show you guys that it's consistent. It's really just a mind game that you got to play with your opponent. If you don't get a crazy block shed or something, and see, like, I rat caught it right there. So, and that's really the T. If he plays cloud flats, you're still gonna have the in route and the running back route open. They'll just be clamping down on it a little bit more, but not that much more. So let's say we'll do it again. And see, the purpose of putting him on the streak is to run off coverage, so that corner can get open. Now we're going to test this and see if it works out. I don't think it will, but see, if you have a good receiver, sometimes you can make plays like that happen. That's the whole point that you put that streak on the field, is to run off coverage. So we're going to run cloud flats again, and you're going to see that you can still throw the in route to. You just got to hit it about right here, and Juju isn't as good after the catch as Antonio Brown is, so just got to keep that in mind. You got to keep in mind on who you have on your team and all that good stuff. So now I'm gonna speed things up a bit. We're gonna go Tampa 2. Of course, everybody in Tampa 2 deep blues their middle linebacker. So, and nobody's gonna run hard flats out of Tampa 2. It's just too risky. But it's the same concept even against Tampa 2. So if he's playing back, you can throw the table route all day, and you could just spin upfield and just look at what we're doing to this defense. And then switch back to Tampa 2. Deep blue our middle linebacker. And see, if he deep blues the middle linebacker, he's helping you out because he's clearing out space for the in route to get open. See, the in route can get open too still. And see, that linebacker is going to be clamping down on it a little bit more because of the zone that he's in. But I mean, as you can see, it's pretty consistent. So, and sometimes, like, say they're not deep blue in their middle linebacker, like say they don't know that they have to deep blue their middle linebacker. So let's just reset the play right quick. We're going to switch to Tampa 2. And, like, say they don't deep blue their middle linebacker. sometimes if you know they're in Tampa 2 and they've been running Tampa 2 all game, you could put you could put Antonio Brown on a streak and just leave the other guy on the in route if you want. And see and then that means you can toast him down the middle. See, if you lead the pass correctly, boom, touchdown. And it's all about recognizing what kind of coverage he's in. And like me, I'm playing Ultimate Team again, so my receivers are I have Megatron, Randy Moss, and Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. That's my receiving core. So obviously, I could show this way better if I was using my MUT team, but they don't let you use MUT on regs. They don't let you use your MUT team on practice mode, so that's the T there. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna show this against all coverages. I want to show you what happens if they play man, what you can do. And obviously the alignment of the defense changed, so you could tell if they're running man or not. But all you do here is just put sometimes that running back route will get open against man. You can try it. I mean, a linebacker's on him, so it should work. And see, look, you don't have anybody in front of him. So if it works out, it works out. But if you're playing MUT and obviously people have the same boosted stats on Madden Ultimate Team, so you're not going to get the same kind of results that you would on regs. So what I like to do in this situation is, instead of throwing a corner route, I like to put AB on a slant or something like that, so that you can just throw it immediately. And then see, look, you could just get some rack yards after that. Of course, you want your players to be fast and whatnot, so you can do that too. But let's show cover 4. My phone obviously wants to ring when I'm making a video, so we'll just ignore that. Put the receiver on a streak, and obviously if he's playing hard flats, you're going to have this wide open, and then you can do that, hit him with a spin move, and maybe if you get the right angle, score a touchdown. So if he's playing cloud flats, you can obviously hit the running back route. It's going to be open. Spin, juke, whatever you need to do. And then also against cloud flats, you're going to have the in route open too. So I mean, it's something you can spam. You always have an option on this play, so that's why I feel like it's so good. And if you mix it in with PA crossers, and but like, this is how I like to set up PA crossers. I put him on, I put Juju on the in route, and I put the tight end on a streak. And then I like to block my running back again, because I don't like the play action being in there. And you can play the high-low read with him that way. Like, even if he plays cloud flats, this deep crosser by Antonio Brown is going to get open no matter what. And the entire Madden community knows this, because they all spam it. So, because this is my offense now. So, and then you got plays like inside zone that are also really good, that do well against the majority of defenses. And obviously we get an animation there, so we're going to run it again. I'm sitting here showing y'all my whole offense. I needed to get an award or something. See? And then you hit a spin move, hit another spin move, hit another spin move, and then there you go. So obviously that run play is very good. So that's my offense that I run now. I didn't know this video would turn into my whole offensive scheme, but if you like the video, drop a like, and I'll come out with more videos just like this up until, I know Madden 20 is right around the corner now. So if you guys like me, obviously you guys like me, but like and subscribe, make sure I'm out there, put me out there, tell me about tell your friends about me, tell them to check me out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.